not so much today. It's a little kind of, a little dead these days. The money's going elsewhere. All these other affinity groups, the black, the Hispanic, everyone, they're all fighting for the money. You want to sit down?
I mean, I can.
Yeah, sit down. I need the chair for the interview. But what's up? How you doing?
Nothing much. Okay, so what are you podcasting, my dear?
Whatever you want to talk about. You see yourself right there? You see yourself right there?
I get my podcast on too.
Do you really? You got a YouTube channel or what?
I do.
What's the name of your YouTube channel?
Just Jonda. JustJohnd.
Tell us about your YouTube channel.
Hello. Okay, my name is Just Jonda, and I consider myself a little bit of everything. I am an attorney, but I also do pop culture commentary as well. Okay. Now, with everything that's been going on, we end up getting into a lot of cases as opposed to which are just as messy as the fun stuff.
Like what? Like what cases you been covering lately?
You know what? I haven't lately. I had a child that just graduated from high school, so I took a break. My new season is about to start.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's about to start with who. It's about to start with Diddy. So
but he's about to get out of sentencing.
His sentencing comes up on October 3rd.
Right.
I'm guessing probably he may get it. I think the judge may lean on him about another year. I don't think they're going to get the high end of the guidelines on that. Not with those charges. The RICO case to be had with Diddy should have focused on his business practices.
Yeah.
And if they didn't have the people to testify against him for that, then they needed to let it marinate longer. But a RICO case against him based on this, I think that they took the success of the R. Kelly RICO case and thought it would work for Diddy. And that's just not going to work because R. Kelly had something that is going to make any case underage girls.
Was R. Kelly RICO?
R. Kelly was RICO.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was. But when you have underage kids in the mix and allegations of torture and everybody goes running. And then the other thing is people weren't scared to testify against R. Kelly. Nobody's scared of R. Kelly. So his boys, they're like, we ain't want no parts of that. People were scared of Diddy.
You know what's interesting about Diddy, if I can be brutally honest with you?
Hit it.
He was like peak nigger. You know when I say peak nigger? Do you know what I mean by when I say peak nigger? What do you mean when you say peak nigger?
When I say peak nigger, and yes, I'm saying it. I mean fully in his bag of just like, I'm going to do whatever. I'm going wild out. Ain't nobody going to tell me shit. Yeah, I'm a black man, but I'm just going. I'm going all out. He was. Ain't nobody going to tell me shit. He was fully into take that.
He was like when I say peak nigger, a peak nigger will fuck all day if he can. Peak nigger.
I was just talking about his attitude, but
right.
Yes,
peak nigger, right? That nigga will fuck all day.
On, by the
right?
way.
You're on the urban landlord. You see yourself right there. But yeah, I think
I love it.
Yeah, I think Diddy really represented peak black man.
I do. Give me 1 second. Could you bring me my drink for a second? I'm on the air. Okay, thank you.
and I think, as a landlord, I am the urban landlord right here. I'm a landlord here in Washington, D.C. I see so many.
Thank you.
I see so much peak nigger behavior.
I'm an attorney, so I see.
Yes.
And I do criminal defense.
Yeah,
so
you see the peak nigger too.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah,
although I see some
you see some real peak nigger shit.
Of all hues.
Yeah. Okay. But the niggas are unbelievable. Some of the shit, because I'm a landlord. Some of the shit I see from blacks, I'd be like, if I wasn't a landlord, I wouldn't believe it. If somebody came and told me what a black person did, I'd be like, I don't believe it.
But you know what? I've seen some stuff from the others.
No, hell no. But I maybe.
Because, I deal with some folks in the suburbs, too. Yeah. Not really. I'm in Northern Virginia, folks.
Oh, yeah.
And,
shit.
Oh, please. I've been seeing some foolishness.
Yeah, I mean, you're rich people problem.
No, not rich people. Not in Northern Virginia. I ain't talking about Fairfax.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, I do practice sometimes in Fairfax, but I'm talking about Prince William.
Oh, okay.
And then when I was
when
I started my career as a litigator, I was in Stafford.
Okay.
So you want to talk about ignorance, and I'm saying ignorance. Okay, that was people, barely out of a one-horse town at that point. They built up a little bit, but people, and I was a public defender, so I dealt with people with no money.
Yeah.
But you know who was on some peak Nick shit then? Your Marines, because what's right there on the hood? Quantico.
Yeah.
But those youngins who don't make a whole lot of money, especially the black ones who married white girls with the asymmetrical haircut and named their child's Trayvante, they, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, these folks, but because of where that base is located, these guys, E2s, E3s, E4s, they're not making a whole lot of money. No. So when they get apartments, it's cheaper to be on the southern side as opposed to going north. So I got a lot of them off the chain, living in, the lowest of the low, of all of that. And then you're talking about, when you say peak nigga shit with black folks, no, you ain't seen landlord problems. Yeah. So you dealt with the trailer park landlord problems. Oh, I used to say all the time, and I grew up in Trenton, New Jersey.
Yeah.
So
it's rough up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's rough up there.
I grew up in Trenton, New Jersey. Shout out to Wilbur section and South Trenton. So and so I've seen some things.
Yeah.
And when you have folks, I used to say all the time, the black folks from the hood would come to the trailer park and be like, "Oh Lord, what the how y'all living down here?"
Yeah, it is different. It is for sure.
Yeah, but I'm sure you've seen some foolishness as a landlord. It's, I mean,
just 2 weeks ago, and this probably was something that.
Cheers.
I'm waiting on my drink, and I had a 22-year-old girl come home from work. This is just top of the mind because it just happened the other day. Mm-hmm. And a group of black men beat her up. 22-year-old girl, little small, slender girl.
So she just came home from work and.
I mean, maybe there was something to it that she didn't tell me all of it, but she's a 50-year-old man.
I was getting ready to say a bunch of dudes beating up.
One of them was 50 years old.
Yeah. There's no excuse for that.
There's no excuse.
Like none. Right. Unless somebody comes out and says she did something to one of their kids.
But four of them?
No excuse. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No excuse.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to kids, all bets are off. Don't be messing with people's kids. Unless somebody say she messed with their kids, they dead wrong.
Yeah. 4 men, it don't take 4 men to be the
It really doesn't. Like you said, some 22-year-old girl. So you're out here at the CBC. What have you been seeing, doing, talking about? Or you just came to you said this is where everybody at, I'm just going to come?
I like to get other people's perspective. I'm not very political at all.
Okay.
Well,
right about now.
Yeah. Are you very political? You follow politics?
I stay in the mix.
Yeah.
I definitely.
So what's your thought on what's going on right now?
It's funny. This stuff is so crazy that I even just had a whole discussion about all of this shit with my Uber driver on my way in. That is how crazy. On my way here.
What were you talking about?
So my Uber driver. So this feeds into the craziness we're dealing with. My Uber driver just happened to mention that he just got back here to the DC area. He's been living in Ethiopia for the past.
A lot of Ethiopians.
Yeah, for the past. He's a white man.
Oh, he's a white man living in Ethiopia.
But he's in Ethiopia for the past 15, 20 years, and his mother and his 15-year-old daughter just came back here. So his daughter, we were talking, his daughter's fish out of water right now because she's born and raised in Ethiopia with all her family and friends. Okay, bottom line is, he worked for, where we started getting into the political side is, he worked for USAID, one of the big ones that Trump took all the money
International
from.
Development, yeah.
And we were talking about how what people don't understand when they're like, rah, take all the money for whatever, that this thing has tentacles. You're not just, he thinks that he's just hurting black and brown people. Because that's really the goal. You want to take all the money from them. You want to hurt black and brown people. You want to you want to destroy $10 million or whatever it is in birth control just because you're trying to hurt black and brown people. But what you don't realize is it's not just. Wait a
minute, what's he doing? You said birth control. What the hell is birth control?
Okay, so this several weeks ago, it was a big news story. Several weeks ago, he ordered. Well, the order came months ago, but they actually did it. There was aid, and part of the aid package to one of these nations was over, and somebody feel free to correct me with the number, but it was a lot. It was about $10 million worth of birth control, because people need these things. I mean, in other countries they may do it, but not as effective. So you want clean, effective birth control, condoms, dental dam, all the things. And so, cheers. So all the things, you want those. And so what they did is he ordered, we're not going to give any aid. And they were like, well, the birth control is already here. And they're like, well, no, you can't distribute it. But it's already here. Well, destroy it. They literally destroyed it.
Birth control?
Instead of giving it out. They destroyed it.
Let me ask you this question. What should be the cutoff? Do you think there should be a cutoff date for abortion?
I think the cutoff date is obvious. I think the cutoff.
I don't know.
Well, I think the cutoff to me is obvious. It is viability, which is when, typically viability is considered when the child could feasibly live on its own. We're not talking about 25 weeks, 30 weeks, all that stuff. Of course not. But that's what the right wants you to believe. That is the part that that's the part that's a little bit of not really much of a question. Scientifically, if you are anything before about 20 weeks, even 23, between 20 and 22 weeks, it's going to be very difficult for that child to live on his own. Exactly. Now, are there miracles? Because I know there's going to be people who are going to hear this and go, yes, but my cousin, my aunt. There are miracle stories in anything in life, but we do know that the majority of people are not miracles. And I will tell you, I am pro-choice, and this is coming from a person who has lost a child. I have buried a child, and I am still pro-choice. Why? Because I shouldn't be in your business.
Did you lose a child in having the birth, or what?
I had it.
Okay.
And so people are like, "Oh
you
my God!" So
after you had it? Wow.
Yeah.
What was it like? 8 weeks old?
Yes.
So he had been around for a minute.
Yes, 8 weeks. So essentially,
how did you take that?
He would be 20 this year, and it's still a hole missing.
Really? Did you going to have other children?
Yes, I had a son before him, and then a daughter after.
Oh, really? How did that? Were you married?
Yeah.
How did that affect your marriage?
Tremendously, because
did y'all stay married?
Do things. Yes, but it's still a devastating effects and you go highs, lows, whatever, because we handle things differently. We handle things differently. And also part of that was not only did we lose him, but I had to make a decision.
You had to make that decision too. Wow, man, that's a rough decision.
Exactly.
That's a very rough decision.
And it was right around the time. Remember that big case out of Florida that it happened that same year? Remember the Terry Schiavo case?
Yeah.
Okay,
Terry Schiavo,
where the husband was at war with the parents because they wanted to keep her on.
Yeah.
And he was like, I know she wouldn't have wanted to live like this. Let her go. That case was going on at the same time.
Yeah.
And I said, it's so funny how people have so many opinions until they're literally in that situation. But I brought that up to say, not to bring your audience down. I brought that up to say that
I bring them down farther than you could ever take.
That people assume that just because you may have had this issue in your life, or you may have had that issue in your life, that you can't remove yourself from that and look at the big picture. Because I get that from people. They go, you of all people? I'm like, yes, because at the end of the day, one, I'm not a hypocrite. I felt that way beforehand. I wasn't going to change my mind after. And two, I'm not saying that you have to be pro-abortion, because pro-choice is not pro-abortion. Pro-choice is you saying everybody should decide whatever freak works for them. So politicians, if you don't want an abortion or you're anti-abortion, make sure you, all your girlfriends, and your daughters and your kids, make sure y'all don't get abortions. Just don't worry about what goes on for me and mine at my house.
Yeah, that makes sense. Pay attention to your own business. That's really what matters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I love the whole political thing. Sometimes it gets a little daunting because we get tired, and I'm sure you are too. It can be funny sometimes, but yes, when we see that Trump can't say acetaminophen, then when he got
I don't follow politics. What's going on with acetaminophen?
So
it's an aspirin or something.
He has decided, along with Robert Kennedy, the doctor who isn't a doctor, they have decided to come out and say that taking Tylenol during pregnancy can cause autism. Don't even get me started.
I think I saw a headline, but I don't know what's the basis there.
Yeah, they're making it. I mean, yes, you know what it is. You can find a case for everything. Oh, well, this person's child had autism. Did you take Tylenol? Okay, well, then that's it.
Wait a minute. Are you prescribed Tylenol when you're pregnant?
Tylenol is one of the few things that a lot of people take or anytime, so
when they're pregnant.
Well, not so much. You're not prescribed it, but let's say there's something wrong with you. What's something over the counter you can take?
You got a headache.
Yeah, whatever.
So they say if you got a headache, don't take the Tylenol if you're pregnant?
That's what they're trying to put out. Now, of course, there are some theories that some of the leading ingredients in Tylenol come from Japan, and so that there's all the drama with us and tariffs and whatever. So is it really about Tylenol, or is it really about you and your boys going against whoever is your latest enemy? Now, again, I can't corroborate that one way or the other, but what I do know is I know just as many people who took Tylenol and their kids is fine as people who didn't take Tylenol and their kids have autism anyway. So, and why are we always beating down on people or kids or whatever with autism as if that's the worst possible thing in the world? Autism has been around forever. It's just that people didn't get diagnosed. That uncle that people just go, oh, he's just a little special. Yeah, because he probably was on the spectrum.
So that is very interesting to me.
Remember growing up, nobody went and got diagnosed.
So would you say that they just put a label on what has already been around? Basically,
that's the new thing. So anyway, the point is, one of the main ingredients in Tylenol is acetaminophen. So he had, it's been a lot of stuff. So it's a pain reliever. So anyway, he had a press conference the other day. Now, you're about to do a press conference. Why can't you pronounce the words that are going to be in your speech? Why would you read this? He couldn't say the main word. He couldn't say it. Yes. Well. So everybody has been, talking about it. But anyway, my point in bringing that up is, it's all fine and well for folks to do the memes and to talk about the fact that he rambles and all of this stuff. But when we get past the memes and the funny of it all, this is a man who is on a full-on rampage, dismantling a lot of things in the government, going after his enemies at everybody else's expense, shutting down aid to other countries like the U.S. Aid conversation we were having. He's got the Supreme Court in his back pocket. He just got permission from them to fire the remaining black woman who's the Democrat on the Federal Trade Commission. So that means if they gave him permission to do that, then that means if you got permission from the Supreme Court to just randomly fire somebody who is the Federal Trade Commission on the Board of Governors, don't you think that means that is a green light to just go wholesale firing everybody and doing whatever you want?
Yeah, I haven't followed it. I've been hearing about cuts here, cuts there.
300,000 black women out of work since January.
Was that federal government cuts? Really? That sounds like a lot. Yeah, I would imagine a lot of those women will be here in the DC area.
Now, there's a lot of people across the board, but black women have been disproportionately affected.
Why is that?
Black women had those, black women, let's face it, a lot of them, are heads of families. So they go to school, get those good government jobs, or get those jobs right out of high school, or just whatever. But the bottom line is, you know, they make up. And you grew up in this area, I assume. Or
No,
you
no,
just
I
came
moved
from-
here in '99 or something.
Okay,
like
so you know, a lot of people have government.
yeah,
jobs.
a lot of people do.
And
yeah,
so
yeah.
when you start cutting out whole departments,
Yeah, you gonna hurt a lot of people.
you know, I know someone whose husband went to, he was off on Thursday. Now he's faithful, worked government over 20 years, maybe even 30. Went to work on Friday. Nobody was there except for one person. They're like, oh, we're all.
Really?
He got a family.
Is he still working?
No, he been looking for a job since then.
Did he retire or what?
No, they that is how they're firing people. They're not giving you no notice. They're not doing whatever. He showed up and they were like, our department's gone, including you.
But do they get pension or anything? Don't those people get pension?
When it's time for you to retire,
oh, right.
if it ain't time for you to retire, then you just out of work. And little, you know, unemployment check. It ain't like, you know, when they did the little bump up. It's not, well, that too. And it's not like the bump up that, you know, people got the little extra little something during COVID. This just your regular unemployment check. That's not running a household. Yeah. When you were making six figures and you're making nothing, that's going to affect your home.
Yeah, hell yeah. Tremendously. For sure.
But I am going to let you go because my girl's going to start talking about me.
And I am the Urban Landlord, yes. Young Galt on YouTube. Look me up, give me a like, share, subscribe.
And I am Just Jonda. And so when you go to the page, it'll be Let's Be Honest with Just Jonda. You'll see it. It has a little blue logo on it. So it's there.
So what do? You do videos? You go live? What?
Both. So I started out podcasting. So I have over 100 podcast episodes that are no video. So I'm still slowly putting those on YouTube. So I'm moving into video now. So I have a couple of videos, but those were kind of like fun stuff. But when I jump into a case, I really jump in. I was going to do Diddy last spring, all plans to do it, but baby graduating from high school took over. But as you'll see from my podcast episodes, when I go deep, I go deep. I did the whole R. Kelly case. I did the breakdown.
So let me ask you, when you do them live, do you do them live or you just do a video?
It depends. So it depends on how much time I have.
What do you usually do? I'm just curious.
The videos, probably 50-50.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I always find it hard. Like, it's easy for me to get up, just do a live and just talk.
Yes.
But then to do a video, you got to have your thoughts together. You come do a video, then you got to edit it.
But I guess because of the type of content that I do, I have to have notes and stuff anyway. Yeah. So if I have notes, it's pretty much no different than if I were recording in advance versus doing a live. Now, I don't mind a live because I would love for people to be interactive. Yeah. I love going on other people's lives and being interactive with them. But for me, again, because it tends to be subject matter driven. Now, if I'm focusing on fun stuff, it doesn't matter. I'm doing gossip, whatever. If I'm talking about TV shows, because I'll do that, whatever. But if I'm doing like legal stuff, then of course I take the time to go and pull the documents and take you through them. So if I'm doing something like that, then it really doesn't make a difference because I have a set agenda of making sure that I'm giving people the right information. Because I hate misinforming people.
Yeah, the reason why I ask you that, like some people are better at sitting down, record the video, edit, publish.
Well, I'm not a good editor. Thankfully, I've got a 20 something in the house. So if I desperately need editing, my podcasts were mostly pre-recorded with him editing.
Right. So that's different.
Yeah, but YouTube, I actually do enjoy the live better because, like you said, I like to, and if something go a little haywire, I'll say, look, the sound might drop here because I dropped something on the floor, and I just keep on going.
Yeah. There's a lady, I think her name is Down the Rabbit Hole. You ever heard of her?
I don't know, but I'm going to look her up.
And she does like legal stuff, and she'll go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, there are some good legal YouTube people that I really like. Natalie, the lawyer chick, I like. Pam Esquire.
The black guy lead attorney? Really.
I will turn to him ever so often, but he veers a little on into the misogyny side a little bit
That's
too much
fair
for
enough.
me.
Yeah.
I discovered him during the Tasha K versus Cardi B case.
Okay.
Because I appeared on Tisa Tell's show
Oh,
several
I've heard that.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did a lot with the Diddy stuff. I appeared on her show several times during that case. And so that's when I found the lead attorney. Now, I do respect his hustle because
He does very well
when
for
you
himself.
see those things, people be giving him like $300-$400. I'm like,
Yo, I was looking him up. There's some website that tells you like how much they make. You know,
oh yeah, no,
he
he's
does very well for himself.
he
You
definitely
gotta
does.
tip your
Now
hat to
he
him.
doesn't have the big numbers like a Tasha K or whatever, but I think where he makes his money is when he probably makes money there too because he has good numbers, but where he really kills it during his live, his donation numbers
Yeah.
be crazy.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a white guy who's an attorney that I like too. His son used to do his tech on his show, and his son
Bruce
died.
Rivers.
Yeah,
CLR.
I like Bruce Rivers. I like
that
a
was sad
little
to-
rap at the beginning
Yeah,
of his
that
show.
was sad to hear about his son killed himself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did.
very
That was
sad.
real. When he came back after that, it was so sad.
Yeah.
But no, now him I like,
he's
especially
good, too.
because he be talking about snitching, self snitching.
Yeah, self-snitch.
I love
Stop
him,
snitching.
and of course he does criminal defense, which of course is my first love. So
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Do you practice criminal defense now?
I do practice criminal defense. I do domestic relations and stuff like that, but I started my career in criminal defense. So even when sometimes my practice may go more domestic and family law and whatever, I always hold on to the criminal defense because that's what I enjoy the most.
You ever tried a murder case?
Yes.
How
I've
did it come
actually
out?
only dealt with two. Actually, I thought well, considering that both of them did what they were
They were
charged with
guilty.
doing. But no, got one we pled out early on. The other one, as the case went on, we ended up bringing it down to involuntary manslaughter. But when you have cases, which one of them was when it's a DUI type death case, there's not a whole lot of places to go with that because a jury is going to murder you. There will be two murders. You killing that person in the car and a jury is going to destroy you because I always tell people there are certain types of cases that you never want to be in front of a jury on because anybody can imagine themselves.
Yeah.
Drunk driving, burglary. Believe it or not, breaking and entering burglary, you don't ever want to be in front of a jury on that because it's something that scares everybody. The thought of somebody coming into your home at night, especially if you're there,
Yeah.
that's something that people don't have to imagine. That's everybody's greatest fear. So if you got a jury on that and don't let the victim get up and start talking, oh, your client's going to hell.
Okay.
Go to hell. Okay.
All the trauma that they experienced. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. And in Virginia, they let juries sentence you. So you going to
Oh,
hell.
really?
Now, a judge can come back and adjust the sentence, but not every judge will adjust the jury sentence. There's some judges who will be like, you wanted the jury of your peers. You took it to trial. That's what they decided, and that's what they gave you.
Do you live in PG, Virginia? Where do you live?
No, I live in VA.
No, what do you think about PG County?
I mean, it's okay. I have lots of friends in
Would you
PG.
live
My
in
mom
PG
lives
County?
in PG.
Would you live out there?
I don't really have any interest in one way or the other. I've always lived on the Virginia side, and as much as people criticize it, I enjoy it. So,
Well, what do you think about the PG side?
I mean, it's all right. It looks cute on Beyond the Gates. Like,
Whitmore is nice.
yeah, I mean, it's all right. Like I said, I've got lots of friends in PG, so no PG hate.
Yeah.
Just that's their thing, and they love it.
You know, when I first moved here, a lady told me.
But people were constantly like, PG, so many black people, blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay, so y'all trying to have little Atlanta. I get it. Calm down.
Hood like hell. Oh, who the hell want Little Atlanta? Right? Little Atlanta, ghetto as hell.
That's the whole
Atlanta
thing.
got nothing on DC.
We are not going back down the rabbit hole. I am about to leave you to go back to my friends, but everybody
the plan.
remember, Just Jonda,
And you have to come on my panel sometimes. We could talk some legal stuff.
I am
Look me up, give me a
absolutely
subscribe here.
logging you in. I'm going to subscribe to you right now.
The urban landlord
The
and the
urban landlord. I came over here to borrow a chair.
Don't take my chair.
And now see,
Don't take my chair.
all right, so
I need
the
the pretty
urban
women
landlord. So let's just see.
I give it to a rough on there though.
Okay.
Lady called in
See, she
today.
right
It
here.
was rough. Let me give you both of my channels. Let me give you my other channel. There's one. And this is my other channel. You see how Nigerian credit check. Subscribe to that one too. That's my
I
clip
want to
channel.
know.
That's my clip channel right there.
Okay.
Oh, ain't nothing like being a landlord in Washington D.C. You see it all on the
That-
cutting edge, baby.
That is hilarious. Okay, so this is the main one right there.
No,
somebody
that's
else?
somebody else.
Okay.
So I
So
subscribe
you
to
are
the landlord.
the
already.
urban landlord.
The urban landlord. John Galt at the urban landlord on
So
YouTube.
which channel are we on right now?
This is the urban landlord. And then once we make it private, once we end the live, we send it over to the urban landlord clips.
Okay, so we on the urban landlord right now.
Yeah.
You can. Okay, I see. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure. Okay, I see it.
How many subscribers you have, by the way?
Like 106.
Well,
yeah, and I think that's pretty good considering that I haven't posted a new episode in several months. So we getting there. Baby's off at college, and now Mama can get her stuff together.
You've been on Tisha Tales. You got the momentum going in your favor.
Well, that was a minute ago. That was during the Tasha K. Cardi B trial, but I've been on some other people's shows, so I'm, and now I've been on the Urban Landlord show.
It all goes down right here.
Well, it was great to meet you, and I look forward to coming on again.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Have a great day.
Okay.
Enjoy the company there.
Okay, I still was coming over to get this chair, but I'm gonna be nice.
Oh, don't take my chair.
Oh.
Don't take my chair. Don't take my chair. Sister Gas. Yeah. Bro, I was thinking about it earlier today. I logged on. I thought, I'm going to do like a 45-minute stream. And we'll just, talk about whatever. And then the stream end up going sideways. And we end up being on there for hours. And it's like, the lady sent the video of her apartment. And you be like, whoa, then be brave, Jones. And then it's like, whoa. And then you start talking more and more about it. It's like, there's nothing like this. Being a landlord here, the people give you the inside dope, raw and uncut there. And that was exactly the case there with what happened this morning. Again, I thought it was going to be 45 minutes, get a couple phone calls, and then I'm out of here. And then she sent the email. My lovely lady Lisa was like, what the hell was that in the email, John? What the fuck was that, John? I see rat shit and dog shit. John, what the hell was that? I said, it's a lady want to rent a room from us. And she was like, you gonna let her move in? Like, shit. It wasn't her dog. Okay, let's go. What's up, Latino?